It's time for round 3 on the NASCAR Verizon Cup Series season. We swing it over to the West Coast for the first of 2 races on this West Coast swing before we go to Phoenix next weekend. 33 drivers look to tackle this 2-mile racetrack, which will be going 4 and 5 wide off the restarts, providing us with a very entertaining start to this race. We've had 2 great races to start the season. Will we go 3 for 3 to start the year? There's only one way to find out. Let's take a look at your drivers to watch for. We start from the pole position. Kyle Busch won this race in 2016 and is looking to be the first 2-time winner at this racetrack. The number 18 has been one of the best cars all weekend long, especially on that long run where we had a lot of green flag runs in the 2016 race, which of course Kyle Busch won. Watch that green number 18 to go find victory lane. Brad Keselowski, he won this race last year. He did strategy to win this race, holding off Kyle Larson and, of course, Kyle Busch to win that race. The 2 cars, one of the favorites. He starts outside pole. Keselowski started from the back last year. Now that his track position is a second win at California, desired for the 2. Kevin Harvick, again falling up short at Atlanta Motor Speedway. He looks to back it up with a win here in California. Starting in the 3rd position, the 4 car has been a good car on the short run. So if it comes down to a short run in the end, the 4 car is definitely one to watch out for in this race, and especially how he uses the inside line to make up most of his track position. Martin Truex won in Atlanta. He won on strategy last race, saving up enough gas to win. He rolls off from the 6th position today. Truex almost won that 2016 race in Southern California. Kyle Busch passed him with 40 laps to go to win. Can the 78 get redemption and go back-to-back to start off the year? The last driver to do that, Kyle Busch in 2016 when he won Atlanta and California. Alex Bowman starting 7th in the 88. He's an underdog. Had a great qualifying effort on Friday and looks to upset the field today. Watch the 88 for Hendrick Motor to be an underdog today and try to get that car back to victory lane for the first time since 2016. The engines are fired and the cars roll off a pit road. Let's take a look at your AAA Auto Club 400 starting lineup. In row 1 it's the Candyman Kyle Busch next to Big Bad Brad Keselowski. Row 2, 2017 champion Kevin Harvick next to Denny Hamlin. Row 3, Ryan Blaney next to Martin Truex, last week's winner. Then it's Alex Bowman and 500 winner Joey Logano in row number 4. Good qualifying effort for Paul Menard. He starts 9th next to Chase Elliott. Then row 6, Clint Boyer, and a good qualifying effort for Daniel Suarez. Kyle Larson finished 2nd last year next to Ryan Newman in the 31. Kurt Busch and Eric Jones make up row number 8. Row 9, Jimmy McMurray, and a good start to the year for Eric Almirola. And row 10, it's Jimmy Johnson next to Ricky Stenhouse. Row 11, Austin Dillon next to Casey Kane. And behind them in row 12, it's A.J. Allmendinger next to Trevor Bayne. David Reagan and Chris Buescher make up row 13. And in row 14, Michael McDowell, William Byron going to the rear for an engine change. Ty Dillon next to Bubba Wallace in row 15. And then row 16, it's Matty D next to Cody Ware in the 25. And then rounding out our field today will be the 23 of Greg Galding. Lowe's race facts, 200 laps, 500 miles. Stage 1 and 2, 60 laps apiece. Stage 3 is 80 laps. Pit window, 40 to 46 laps. Very sunny day here in California. The grip level's of 4, so it'll be pretty slick. And Brad Keselowski was the winner 1 season ago. Green flag and the lights of Hollywood were underway. On board with Kyle Busch, and he comes off of turn 4 with Brad Keselowski to lead lap 1. Harvick trying to catch back up. Spinner turn 4. That is Ryan Newman who gets it under control and brings out the caution on lap 27. A very early caution here in the Auto Club 400. What happened to Newman? This looks like running up by the wall in turn 4 and spun that car out. It's been a common factor in all the third race here at California we've seen for the Cup Series. Everyone getting up by that wall and the back end stepping around. Thank goodness Newman didn't collect Alex Bowman and got that car under control. He'll be able to continue. He'll grab 4 fresh tires. We'll have a restart halfway through stage 1. At the line, Keselowski steals stage 1 away from Kyle Busch. A big pass with 2 laps to go sets up the stage win for Keselowski. Here's your top 10 at the end of stage 1. Guys like Suarez and Menard snagging points. Busch out front by 1.5 seconds. Car spinning back straightaway. Bubba Wallace in the 43. That car got torn up as well. Let's see what happened to that 43. It's coming off of turn 2. Just got loose, smacked the outside wall hard before spinning, and Ty Dillon just slipping away in that number 13. But he'll make some repairs to the back end of that race car. He should be able to continue, but he'll be multiple laps down. That was a big hit to the wall for Bubba, who spun right back down into traffic. But we'll have a restart near halfway through stage number 2. As Truex coming through 3 and 4. Kyle Busch about a second back, can't challenge, and to the line. Stage 2, MTJ. Martin Truex won the most stages of any driver in 2017, which is 2 wins, though, on the season. He grabs his first stage win of 2018. Truex down the back straightaway, car around, and that is William Byron, who is torn up in turn number 3. The back end of that race car is destroyed. And let's see what happened to the 24. Hard to tell if he had a right rear tire go down or if he got loose. It sure looks like that right rear tire is down on the 24 William Byron, though. And look at this hit. Oh, big hit to the outside wall for the 2014. That will definitely be the end of his day. A tough way to start the season for William Byron. One lap to go here in California. Martin Truex looking to go 2 for 2 on the season at tracks not named Daytona. Denny Hamlin is 2.2 seconds back and not a challenger. On board with Truex, he tries to get around the front row cars of Reagan and McDowell. What a great start for Martin Truex, only grabbing 2 wins in 36 races last year. He's going to go 2 for 3. Martin Truex wins in Southern California. And how about that 78 team? A bad year when it comes to wins, but he's going to burn it down. This is our Sunoco fueling victories for Martin Truex in California. Take a look at your results for today's race. Truex getting the win with Hamlin, Harvick, Blaney, Keselowski grabbing the top 5. Kyle Busch fell back after being one of the best cars all afternoon. Here's 11th through 20th. A great day for Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez. Both Paul Menard bringing home a top 15. Kyle Larson, surprisingly not a factor on a racetrack he's been really good at in the past. David Reagan, the first car, 1 lap down with McDowell and Austin Dillon. Lap traffic wasn't a factor for the leaders most of the day. And then see Bubba Wallace. Bowman had engine problems in the 88, and then William Byron was in that wreck. Point standings, Martin Truex sitting pretty with 2 wins on the season. Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, the top 5 in points. Keselowski, the only other car over 100 points. Everyone else kind of fighting back in the 90, 80, 70 point range. And comfortably so far above that cut line, but it's still a long way to go here in the regular season. See guys like Suarez, Boyer, and Johnson right behind. Even Reagan and McDowell are still there, and they'll have to try and make up some ground in Phoenix next week. Guys like Bowman and Ty Dillon who really need those points. But I just said it, they'll be battling out in Glendale, Arizona. It'll be the United Reynolds 500 from Phoenix next week on ASC. This is American Sports Coverage. Hope you enjoy this presentation. Signing off.